imagine I have a kid a few years from now, normally, and then in the future, I have another kid. One of them is a super baby. The other one is just a regular baby. Like the regular baby is going to feel so bad compared to the super baby.
Well, listen, Alex, this kind of happened to mom and dad and it worked out just
you're
for
the
them.
super baby.
No, you're definitely the super baby. I definitely think mom and dad excelled with you. She got into Stanford. She was the better chess player, got all the other genes. So if anything, having a super baby motivates the second baby to work harder.
I wasted 4 years at Stanford. You didn't even need to go to college and you got the exact same job I did.
Yeah, but I would still say on paper, you're the super baby.
Speaking of kids, why are you giving me that
I don't
look?
know. I just really don't know where she's going with today's
Andrea,
episode.
we need some clickbait.
No,
just get pregnant.
I'm not. Stop saying that. And this, by the way, has no truth. This is not based on anything. There was no pregnancy scare. I'm very far away from when I'm going to have kids in my life.
What's really funny is that this has been a running joke since I've been like 16. Mom and dad always be like, oh, like we'd always joke that you are going to have the kid first.
And it hasn't happened. Thank you very much. No, I'm also on birth control. So no.
If you had to pick between having a kid now or never, what would you do?
Obviously now I would not want to never have a kid.
So perhaps.
No. It's not happening. We should have kids at the same time. Well, actually, okay, how many years from today would you want to have kids?
Well, it depends on if I ever find the right person. If not, I guess, egg freezing is a thing and adopting is also a thing. So I don't know.
Let's say you don't find the right person in the next 10 years.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not being pessimistic.
Yeah, no,
I'm giving you a hypothetical.
You're being realistic. I hear you, yes.
No, I'm not being realistic. I'm just genuinely curious because I think you'd be a great mother. And someone in our family did have a surrogate child.
Not a surrogate. She had it by herself.
Is that not a surrogate?
Child.
Oh, a donor child. What would be the probability in the next 10 years that if you didn't find someone, you had a child on your own?
Well, 10 years is pretty bad because I'd be 39 and you could still have kids at that age and our family members have
kids at that
but
age.
The problem is that after 35 the quality of your eggs starts to decrease and that's the issue.
Let's say you've egg freeze and your eggs are good.
Well, even with egg freezing, apparently only like 10% of women who do it use it, and that's why embryos are a lot more stable. So I was thinking, since I'm freezing my eggs this year, I was like, oh, embryos are so much more stable. What if I scour the internet for an embryo donor? Because that way I could have some eggs, some embryos, with some crazy people out there, like the founder of Telegram, Pavel. Have you heard what he did?
Mm-mm.
So he basically donated a ton of his sperm to all of these fertility centers, and any woman who wants it, he'll pay for their treatment.
Wow.
And he's leaving his $1 billion fortune divided by all of these future kids. And I was like, I could freeze a couple embryos with this Pavel guy.
I mean, that's honestly the greatest gift.
And then he would pay for the cost too.
Would you ever consider doing something like that yourself? Does that apply for women? Let's say you wanted to just spread the seed.
Oh, if I would spread my seed.
If you were a billionaire and you would just... But what if people use it for bad and they take your eggs? And what if it's... Because realistically, how does he know that that mother is going to be moral and have good intentions with the child?
He doesn't, but it's more like moms who are going to a fertility clinic are
I
looking for
guess you
some
can
kind of
assume
donor,
that
and at least
yeah.
you would know who it's coming from, and it's somebody who leaves some kind of benefit to your future kids. No, I don't know if I would actually do it because I feel like I'm such a peculiar individual, and having this knowledge of myself would help me raise my protege, whatever the word is.
Yeah. Your child, you
my
mean?
child.
Your,
Yeah, like,
your baby?
I just feel like I would understand how to raise
My
that child. Really well.
prodigy.
But the other thing is, I think adopting kids is something really nice, and there's so many kids in need, but there's something about me that really wants to like carry on our family name, you know?
Also the Botez branding.
Yeah.
For building an empire.
Would you rather never have kids or never have anyone be in love with you again and you will never be in love with anyone again?
I'd never have kids.
Nah.
Life would be so lonely without ever feeling love.
But you'd feel love for your kid.
Yeah, but I think love for a person for me would matter more because I could still... Couldn't I adopt a kid?
You could adopt a
Yeah.
kid.
I would adopt... I would rather have a partner
What if you could
by
not
my
adopt
side.
or have biological kids?
Well, I think it's just, would you rather have a life partner or would you rather have someone, a baby
Yeah, would you rather
raise?
have...
Yeah.
If you had to pick between life partner and kid, what would you pick?
think it would depend. If you were to carry the bloodline and it wouldn't be the end of the Botez bloodline, I think I would rather have a life partner, because it'd be a companion now forever. And also, if you are in love with someone right now, hypothetically, I wouldn't want to give them up. So, yeah.
Like, yeah, they would just disappear.
I would just get a lot of animals and get a farm. But I'm also not that, I don't put that much thought into having kids. I don't think I've actually thought about it on my own. Yeah. So I'm sure it's different. And I know, obviously, once you have kids, the feeling and the love that you have for them is something that you can't explain until you do. So I will never know that feeling unless I have kids. So my answer won't change.
Pregnancies?
No.